My name is Gabriela. So let me just start right away. I want to focus today on just really, before we dance, just really warming up this pelvic and hip area, our magic point, our lower dantian, just really activating our all our energy centers, just really warming up, releasing whatever needs to be released. So let's get it started. Of course, always remember your posture first. So it's really good to just take a minute to stand and center yourself. See if you're shaky, ground yourself if you are. Just make sure you get that feeling of this centeredness, groundedness, and dignity. Your heart is open. So I'm not going to go through stretches for that, but always remember the tailbone is pointing right to the, you can even, like in your imagination, create a string of energy from your spine and then from your tailbone all the way to the core of earth. And so our lower body, our legs, serve as our roots, and through our feet, we're really grounding. And then the upper body is lifting like a tree, like branches, right? So lift it, but make sure your ribs are still in. Over here, I like to say that I want to see your armpits. We're this way, so the shoulders are down, the neck is long. You might want to connect your higher heart with another string over here to maybe your 12th chakra, Christ consciousness, and just really feeling aligned and making sure our knees, just for nice flow, which is the belly dance way, nice flow of that earth energy. Jing energy is the earthy, more denser one. Our knees are always nice and soft for the energy to flow better. So we want to first find that magic point, this one right here. So from these bent knees, making sure our weight is nicely balanced here, find that center. So right away what happens is we go, our brains are way too overcharged. That's masculine being in your head, right? So we want to actually reverse that energy, get that vortex of the negative one spinning to the left, which is earthy, magnetism of earth. So we kind of reversing because with our mind, our focus goes over here. So right away we're letting go of all this overcharged in our head. For a man, he has more energy in his heart. That's why his shoulders are broad. And for a woman, her creative center is the strongest, the most powerful one. That's where we hold most of our energy. So right away, just by focusing, just by putting our attention over here, that's where all the energy goes. By the way, this is a very beautiful traditional song. It's really hard to focus on just doing a simple technique because it makes me want to dance to it exactly the way it is, hit those accents and that melody. But it also awakens my heart because I love this music so much. It keeps me inspired. So there's different ways to do that. So now I'm really focusing on doing it with this muscle over here, which automatically puts my tailbone under. If I want to use more of my skeleton, I have to sit down more, and then I can really push the whole pelvis forward and back. For this one, I don't have to focus on the muscle as much, you see? But this one really relaxes the spine, the lower spine. And then when I push forward, I squeeze my butt with it, also awakening that life force through our meridians, going into the womb. And then if we are in tune, feeling our body, if we feel stiff, we always use the shimmy to relax and release. So this is an isolated shimmy. So we're allowing our butts to shake. And then switch. In. So this one I was focusing on in and release. So what the belly is doing is really contracting in to then fully release. So we're allowing the belly to puff out. And then fully squeeze in and release, in, release. If I was to release that energy, I'm gonna squeeze first and then I'm gonna push back, back. So in dance, we can capture an accent this way. Looks really nice with our back. If we were doing a more crazy music, throwing the energy, would be more of a popping movement. That's also an energy release. So the hip scarf is really helping because it shows the movement, right? Let's, again, from our knees, we're keeping everything, we're massaging our internal organs here. So we're keeping everything pretty much inside, as if we were, and sometimes it's really helpful to actually wear a tight dress for these, because we're not throwing our energy this way, we're not going out. We want to focus on the internal work, internal muscle work. So up, up with the knees are never straightening all the way. And we want to combine forward and back, and up, and then as we do our Omi, again, there's that focus on this magic point over here. So we're pushing forward. The forward is our focus here. See, I'm already feeling the energy from my leg, from my left leg. Left is the feminine side, right side of brain. So our genius, our imagination, our unconscious. With the left side of the body, which is also maternal lineage. So I already feel it activating because I want to shake. So whenever you feel this urge to shake it out, do it. And then we do want to make that massage with our muscles here. So it's like we're massaging ourselves around the tailbone here. And it's always in and relax to the back. In, relax to the back. See, even my voice is shaking here because I feel it already. Both ways. So up, in, up, release, and then you're smoothing it out. And the same thing we can do on one hip only, our position. Really stable on the back leg. And again, I'm not making it big with my bones pretty much, right? I'm really focusing on that ooey gooey massage type of situation with my muscles too. But I'm using this muscle here the most. So both ways. See, big. So the big one is actually the relaxed one. And here is where we work. So we have to be mindful of our breath as well. Whew. Both ways. So there's a lot of root that I'm activating. I'm activating root and sacral. Okay, because I'm really sitting down on the opposite hip. And then the belly is in. and relaxed. So again, this is happening. The total contraction and the total release. In, release, in, release. Okay. Same thing with singles. If we want to be more energy mindful, again, the legs are our roots, rooting us to get that Jing energy, which is also our ancestral life force. And by squeezing your butt, you're really activating that area. So your root here, especially. I'm not using my belly here. I'm going into my root. But I want you to be more energy conscious of what's happening. So you holding it, and then in between, we have to be relaxed in between, so that we're not always tense. Boom, hold, boom, hold, boom, hold and relax, boom. So it's very simple, but very activating. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So then you relax on 3. So if you were always tense, it's those isolations just become way too robotic, right? So you have to capture that relax and that breathing in between, even though that's actually what's helping you to make the accent more strong. And then we can work on the sharpness and what the sharpness is doing to the rest of the body as the energy is releasing and activating from the hip, up the legs and to the hip. Release, maybe a little bit of a twist. Okay, let's go back to the sacral. We can also do this one, pushing everything from under the ribs in. In. The whole thing now. Now I'm not isolating just this point. I'm allowing the whole, all of the muscles of the belly to go in. In. So that the leg by itself should kind of release, because I'm so much in here. All the power is here. So again, there's that, just like breathing, there's a in and like an exhalation. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Other hip. In, release, in, release, in. See how everything is happening from under the ribs? Release. Don't allow your belly to be really released and relaxed. In, relax. Because you are pushing, pushing. Forward and back. Forward and back. See the whole pelvis? Like a bowl of water. I have another video on these. So we want to activate this triangle over here, the feminine triangle. Your obliques, right? And this one is the strongest one. See, and just this area, isolating only from the lower body compared to this one. And then if I was to do the whole thing, see how stylization is different? Let's use this circle over here. So again, my posture is very nice. I'm very like in a tube. And then my pelvis is like a bowl of water which doesn't spill from under my ribs and chest. But I want to focus on this one right here. Tight and then released. And tight and then released. So that again, you're reversing your own energy flow from the masculine down to up, the other way. Sorry, the masculine goes consciousness down the body, and the feminine flow, the spirals, goes earth center. You can also connect with the entire network of the trees, life force, crystalline, organic grid, through our roots, our ancestral lineage. Always be mindful what happens after the practice. See, from here, even the if I want to do a figure 8, I'm doing back to front now, but I'm not throwing the hip out this way, right, to make it visible and big. I want to involve all these muscles, in this case obliques, but still this magic point over there, what the obliques are, how they are pulling over here. So my knees are soft, but the legs are, there's a tiny bend, subtle bend, but the legs are more straight because I want to use these muscles, and always center through this center, right? Always coming back to here, to our strongest energy point and center. Reverse. Okay, on me. At this point, when you worked a little bit on the technical level, you might want to move around, like in an ecstatic way, the energy, because at this point I can already feel it. It wants to move. So whatever you want to do, maybe it's going up the body. Let this energy also, by your own intuition and being spontaneous with it, move the way it wants to. And then you can always go back to practicing the technique. So let's do a little bit of a belly roll. So I'm puffing out this upper belly over here. It's puffed out. Now it's my solar plexus. And then I'm reversing this effect. So now the lower belly is puffed out and this one is squeezed in. And then if I want to do 3 points of my belly, in, release. Release. This one is not a beginner movement at all. But even just thinking about it, you basically want to create a wave. So full body undulation. Again, the skeleton, where the muscles just kind of follow along, and compared to really juicy work on the muscle level. So that one is really massaging the internal organs, and usually people are either better at going down to up, down to up, or this way. So let's do just the lower body, in and reverse forward. So the tailbone goes under. You can squeeze your buttocks here and push out. And the omri playing here. So if I was to focus only on what my pelvis is doing, what my skeleton is doing, compared to when I want to add the muscle work and intense energy work. So see what happens to the rest of your body without thinking of the technique in the upper body when you really intensely grab all that energy from your womb and allow the ripple effect to go up the body here. You can take that energy from earth, from your feet, up the legs, in the womb, reverse, and let yourself relax. Muscle work. So your It's a throw up movement, I call it. Your upper body should naturally, okay, technique, upper body technique, if I want to focus, but naturally it should be doing this bleh. So release it to up. It's like a wave, feminine wave, being sent up your body. So it's this movement here, tailbone up, in, push it on this level here. Relax the belly, push back, in. It should be also like relaxing your neck. I feel into my feet with this one too. See, compared to when I want to do just the belly roll, both, and relax. And then reversing everything, down, up to down. Okay, shimmy. Make the shimmy a nice tight one. Squeeze your butt a little bit. See how it activates, shakes, vibrates all the energy around your tailbone again. So we're in the root. You will not achieve this by doing this, right? Push the hips a little forward and see what happens as the energy over here relaxes. Well, this one is tight. So it's activating. Relaxed will be this way. Right? Tight, 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 relax, relax. Tight, tight, release energy, amplify the energy. Right? And again, circle, omni. Also, see what happens over here in this area where we have our kidneys. Our kidneys also hold, they store the Jing energy. So the life force that we get from our parents, from our ancestors, is what we get. It's our life force. We use it when we abuse our life force and we waste it for like partying and having, I don't know, casual sex and stuff. Just burning it for nothing that has a higher meaning, higher soulful meaning. This is where we store our energy, in our kidneys. So all these movements work on that, right? Rooting us down to our heritage and our lineage. So side, in. Side, back, release to the back, but make it holding it in, so not losing the energy. Boom, 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 release. The release is your resting point. If I was to throw the energy out, it's more fun. See the difference? Also, if I was to just circle this way, see how it seems easy? Once you get the technique, it's easier compared to this, where you focus on the muscle. If you focus this way and you work with energy, I don't care how advanced you are, you're still gonna, even the more advanced, the more used to your body is with this type of energy work on that level. Music changed. These accents right here, we can also use to push forward. Of course, sitting down will help. Push. So I'm twisting a little bit. Push. 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 So you're going out, but then you're locking the movement. And then the opposite would be going in. In. So nice, out, push in. So when it goes in, it's the opposite butt cheek that is getting energized by this movement. So I'm sitting on this one, and then the accent is going in. Relax, in. In. But I want you to really think not so much as the beauty of it and how cool the movement is, how sharp, but make it consciously to really activate and awaken. Now I'm pushing the left hip and I'm activating from here, from the opposite hip. Boom. Breathe. Boom. Boom. Switch. So push, relax. Time to smile. Relax your face. Make sure you're not tensing up your temples, your forehead, your jaw. Boom. What your hands are doing. I'm doing it naturally. Breathing. Boom. Boom. So you have to really stop and like that movement. Release. Twisting shimmy. Circle. This one right here, I'm relaxing the belly and relax. So you might want to think of that sacral really opening. So it's like you gather the energy and open. Down, 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 down. Push. Up towards your ribs. The leg is like dead here because all the energy is here. And then drop. So this reverses. Stretched, squeezed in, drop. But again, this magic point, the powerful lower dantian, our womb space, creative center, is active here always, right? Again, just a reminder, it will not work when you're in this position, this Latino position. You have to be here. Up, squeeze, drop. Squeeze, drop. Squeeze, drop. All the energy is here. So with your mind, during your practice, this is how you create that effect of that balance and alignment between the three tantians. Getting out of the head into your creativity center where we create our reality, our heart space, and then our mind. Okay, so reversing that energy flow, not our mind controlling, but absorbing the information from Earth. She's absorbing from all the rest of the planets. The wave is coming, the cosmic waves are coming, the plasma is coming, the Earth has her own primal matrix, and then our bodies are receiving that information. So it's our instinct that is driving us, telling us what to do instinctually, just like animals will migrate, right? When there's some kind of a catalytic danger, let's say, a flood or something, you're activating your instinct, but those instincts are not of a lower kind, cut off from your heart, but the instincts are spiritualized. So we have that consciousness, the higher consciousness from the masculine flowing in as well. So it's both, right? Yeah. Now I'm really sending this energy back to Earth. Down. It's like I want to now, the higher ideas from my higher self, I want to ground them in this primal reality, out of the program matrix into the primal reality. This movement will always balance you at the heart. See how the energy flows right back to the roots. And then reversing it, up. Maybe with a little bit of I have an entire video on these. This is a vertical figure 8. So this is really as if your legs are roots. You take the energy from your feet. So very important, I always say that. How your feet relate to earth, how you carry yourself. The root of the earth chakra beneath our feet is also where we have some of our Akashic records, I guess. Our soul purpose, not the programmed one by false matrix, but primal reality. Okay, down, 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 in, release, in, release, in, and then you can combine. Shake the entire thing. Now I just want to go with the drum solo because it's impossible to resist. Even these shakes, see how I'm allowing my go down any tension from my neck, from my face, shoulders, and everything is going down to earth. Down, 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 down. Right? If I was to just do this shake this way now, not side to side, but drop, 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 drop. Only in the lower body. You can do the same with the chest, releasing more of our power center. If I just want to open the energy, get it going, no effort at all, I'm just pumping, right? Up, 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 up. Shake a little. So I'm moving now. The energy wants to move up the body. I feel like I've activated everything here, and now we can integrate a little bit more. Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. So release the shoulders. Let's finish off. Do the shimmy. So keep the energy here. Keep the focus here. Remember, this is your strongest part energetically. And then allow, don't lose it, don't waste it. And then just allow the whole biofield of yours to be energized by it. And one arm, like you're cleansing your aura, awakening that light. So any stagnant energy is gonna move. So whatever, it's like being at the vortexes, same effect, just layering. Whatever comes, you know, the vortexes and all that energy, whatever we're holding here that has been unexpressed, the energy that wasn't moving, now we're moving it, so something emotional can resurface. So we might want to meditate or journal, or just watch ourselves, you know, be loving towards ourselves. What is coming up? Any feminine wound that is still in our pelvic area, that is actually blocking us from our creativity, okay? Whatever is blocking our creative, natural soul flow is gonna come up. It's like a peeling of an onion. Okay, so then the expression is we are connected. This center is very connected to our throat, right? It's like our genitals look exactly like our throats, right? So if we want to work with this energy, which obviously this is a higher center energy, so our arms, always connecting with the heart center as well. So making sure your posture is heart open to the world. So, but I'll focus on this separately. Let me know if you're interested in this type of work. But this is already combining higher level, right? Higher expressions. Remember to also always breathe through everything you do. Don't be robotic. Always drive the most energy from this womb center, but also work with the variation of like strong, sharp, intense muscle work, and then maybe a movement that helps you relax and release, but still catches the music, right? So those are the higher levels of different aspects of working with the dance. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me see who's here. I don't know, I think you are my fairy godmother. Aw, I'll take that. That's a beautiful comment. Love you, love you. I hope you really enjoy. Practice with me or with whoever you want or by yourself. Listen to some Arabic music. Listen to Arabic orchestra, which is very sophisticated, very complex, but it teaches your ear. Same as we move through life, right? Of being receptive of these higher forces and our responding to it in the physical form, in the material realm. That's what the dance of life is all about. And the ancient way of dancing, this ancient dance form that is very feminine, most feminine art form there is. Thank you so much.